Hey y'all, long-time lurker, first-time poster. I've got a situation that's been eating at me, and I'm not sure if I'm the jerk here or if it's all in my head. I just need some outside perspective. My girlfriend, our cat, and I live in a cozy little condo in a small city. We've been together for 4 years, and I can honestly say I love her. The first time I fell in love with her was actually at a college party, where we were both feeling out of place, and I saw her standing awkwardly by the punch bowl, and something about her eyes just drew me in. We ended up ditching the party, sitting under the park bench and talking for hours about our dreams and life's silly little quirks. The connection was instant, it's undeniable, and the spark was there. But lately, that spark seems to be diminishing. I can't shake the feeling that we're losing touch. Our work schedules are a mess. She's been working at the same clinic for years, and she's out the door early in the morning and doesn't really get back until the afternoon. I started this new job at a tech development company a few months ago, and my evenings are eaten up by work. By the time I get home, she's already asleep, and our time together is limited to a few groggy moments in the morning. But even then, it feels like she wants to go out with her friends and leave me behind. I've offered date nights, quiet evenings at home, but more often than not, she's out with her friends and I'm left at home with my gaming computer. I love gaming. Don't get me wrong, it's been a great escape for me, especially when she's not at home or sleeping when I get back from work. But it's starting to feel like a crutch, something to just distract me from the loneliness that's creeping into my mind. I look back at her college days, those early moments when everything was fresh, exciting, and new, and I can't help but feel like something is missing. Our love was this vibrant, thrilling thing, and now it's like we're just two ships passing in the night. I've tried talking to her about this, but it's always brushed off with we're just busy right now. Things will get better, my dear. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I can't escape the nagging feeling that we're drifting apart. I'm starting to notice that she's going out with her friends more and more, and I don't want to be that guy who holds her back or makes her feel guilty for having a social life, but it's hard not to feel left out and a bit neglected. So I'm stuck. I'm not even sure if I'm in the wrong here or if I just, am not in the reality of adult life. I guess I'm not looking for validation, but more of an understanding. Is this normal? Am I overthinking? Could this just be a phase that will grow out of it? I'll keep you updated. Thanks for listening. Update number 1. Hey you guys, it's been a month since I've last posted, and I never thought I'd be back with another update, not like this one. Sit down, put your seatbelts on, because I thought my story would be a happy ending. I thought our relationship would turn around and we would rekindle the old flame, but something happened last night. Something that has me questioning everything. As I mentioned before, I've been trying to plan a date night with my girlfriend for a while now. Even have been thinking about proposing, feeling that it's the next step for us and might reignite the spark that we once shared. But every time we schedule a date, she gets an invitation from her friends and we end up rescheduling. At first I was frustrated, but the thought, it passed like a phase. I did not want to be controlling, I wanted her to be happy, so I let it slide. Lately I've started to resent her friends. They always seem to lure her away from me, especially on the days we're supposed to spend time together, and yes, it was hard not to feel a bit of jealousy, but I bit my lip and turned to my gaming console for a bit of solace. Last night, something changed. I was gaming per usual, and, a feeling bit down about another rescheduled date. On a whim, I logged on to my social media account, and I haven't done it in weeks. I was just browsing, checking up on friends and fam, when I stumbled upon a picture that one of my girlfriend's friends had posted earlier that day. It was a collage of images from their nights out. Most of them were innocent, though, just friends, having a good time. But inside those collages and one of the backgrounds of one of the photos, my heart stopped. There was my girlfriend, right there, dancing with another man. But it was not just dancing, oh no, she was grinding all over him, wrapped up in his arms, her face flushed with excitement, and I stared at the screen, unable to believe what I was seeing. My heart was pounding, and a cold dread settled into my stomach. Questions swirled through my mind. Was this a mistake? Was this a one-time thing? Why would her friend post this knowing we're together? In a moment of rage, I hurled my controller across the floor, watching it smash into pieces. I didn't care it was an $80 controller. The sound jolted me back to reality, but the image remained burned inside my mind. I didn't really confront her when she got home that night, though. No, I didn't know what to say. And I did not want to jump to any conclusions. I just went straight to bed with my head spiraling out of control, my heart aching, and a million questions unanswered in my mind. I want to believe there's an explanation, a misunderstanding, but deep down I'm terrified of what I might find out. I'm not sure where to go from here, guys. I'm lost, confused, and hurting. I'll keep you updated, but for now, I'm just trying to make sense of it all. I've read some of your other comments from my first post, and yes, I know it's just red flag after red flag, but I love this girl. I love her with every single being inside of me, and I don't know what to do. Stay tuned. Update number 2. I'm back, and to be honest with you guys, I really hope this is my final update. The past 2 weeks have been a whirlwind, right? Ultimately, it led to confrontation. I tried to bury myself in my job, hoping that the distractions would keep the swirling questions at bay. It was futile. I could not escape the image of her dancing with another man, and the betrayal that twisted like a knife in my gut. I finally mustered the courage to confront her. We were sitting at the breakfast table sipping on some coffee. The silence was weighing heavily in the room, and I could not hold back any longer. I said it. "So, who's your new guy friend?" Reaction was really telling. She looked shocked, and she locked eyes with me, her face flushed, and stumbled upon her words like a fumbling football player, trying to dismiss it as one of her friend's boyfriends. I knew my girl. I knew she was lying. Her body language has betrayed her, and I showed her the picture. She would make a horrible poker player. She denied it at first, but the argument escalated, and she finally broke down, confessing that she did it. She's hooked up with him. Well, it was that night. She did beg for forgiveness, with tears streaming down her face, saying that she never meant to betray me. It's too late. Our trust is shattered. I simply cannot forgive her, not after what she's done. I left her there, crying in the condo, her pleas echoing in my ears as I walked away. Well, that night I stayed in a hotel with my mind a jumble of anger, betrayal, loss. The next day I returned to the condo while she was at work. It was time to, make a clean break. I wanted some form of revenge, something to make her feel the pain that I was going through. Our cat, raised by us, had become the symbol of our love and commitment. I decided I would take custody of it. I packed my clothes, took a few essentials, and cradling our cat in my arms, I left the condo that's been our home. On my way out, I paid the rest of my half of the rent for the remaining 3 months. It hurt my savings, but I knew it was the right move, because I was on that lease, and I informed them that I would not be renewing. That night, back at the hotel, my phone exploded with calls, text messages, voicemails, Instagram messages, you name it, from my now ex-girlfriend. She was angry, sounded desperate, and she was pleading for forgiveness and furious that I've taken our cat. Her cries, it cut through me, but I just remained resolute. I knew it was something that needed to be done. This girl is a cheater. I loved her. I do. Still do. The pain's fresh. The wound's deep. And I can't help but wonder if I was too harsh, if my actions were actually justified. I'm not sure where I'll go from here. The future is a blank slate, and all I can do is try to rebuild and move on. I don't think I'm going to post another update. I want to thank you guys for every comment that you've given me. Update number 3. Hey guys, I wasn't really planning to provide another update, but I've just received so many messages from you guys. It's been a while though, 6 months since I've last posted. Lots of ups and downs, let me walk you through it. I'm finally in a place where I can say that I'm doing pretty well, to be honest. In the weeks following the breakup, my ex-girlfriend continued to blow up my phone with calls and text messages. She alternated between pleading, anger, desperation. I could hear it in her voice. She knew she messed up and she wanted me back. She needed someone to live with. She needed my love, my comfort. Our cat. Well, also I could feel the pain in her voice, of the voice that she left, and I've moved on. I'm in a new condo just a few blocks away from work. Well, along with our cat, which had become a comforting presence in my life. I threw myself into my job, focusing on the future and creating a closer bond with my coworkers. Work became my sanctuary, so to say, a place where I could rebuild and find myself again. I transferred to a new office branch because I knew she would come looking for me, looking for our cat. I made new friendships, and hey, there was a girl who works in the same building. We start talking, laughing. I haven't felt this way in a long time. We have a date coming up, and I can't help but feel excited and hopeful about getting back out there. Life has taken a turn for the better, but there's still that nagging question that haunts me to this day, and everyone's comments from the last update is not helping me much. Did I do the right thing by taking our cat? The cat was not just a pet, it was a symbol of everything, our relationship, a living reminder of our love and commitment, and the thing is, we got that cat together, adopted it. By taking it, I felt I was reclaiming a piece of my life, a bit of dignity and self-respect, but I can't shake the feeling that I've been too vindictive, too harsh in my decisions. I know she was heartbroken about that cat because, well, before I blocked her on social media, I saw the postings, and she was crying, saying how I stole the cat. She even tried to open a police report, but they didn't do much. I showed them I was the one that purchased it. Even though we were both the ones who adopted it, I put down the cold, hard cash. Well, I'm coming out the other side stronger and a bit more self-aware. I'll always carry the memories of us together, though. I guess the ultimate question I'm here to ask you guys is, did I go too far by taking away our cat? Wow. I think she deserved it. Maybe. Her new dance partner has a cat.
Okay, so the truth to this story is, a lot of the people in the comment section were very upset about the cat being taken. I do want to read some of the comments. We'll hop into comment 1. Comment 1 says, I can't believe the true victim in this story, the poor cat, has been so overlooked. Everyone sucks here for treating the cat like an object rather than a living being. They should be discussing the situation and found a solution that considered the cat's welfare the most, rather than using it as some sort of weapon in their breakup. Comment number 2. I'm totally with the guy on this one, OP. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and once it's been broken, it's impossible to rebuild. She betrayed the love, and he had every right to end the relationship. Trust your gut, man, and move on to something better. Comment 3. I understand where he's coming from. Considering her betrayal, while it's a painful decision, sometimes love requires us to make tough choices. He offered his trust, love, and commitment, and she shattered it with one careless act. Ending the relationship might have been a painful step, but it's necessary. Comment 4. OP sucks for cutting her off so coldly. They've been together for 4 years, and he didn't even try to work things out. People make mistakes, and what she did was wrong, but ending such a long relationship without even considering therapy or talking it through seems rash and immature. And the final commenter says this. I've been in OP's shoes. Trust me, it's a painful spot to be in. When I discovered my partner's betrayal, I felt lost, angry, I felt heartbroken, but cutting ties was the best decision I've ever made. And it allowed me to grow and find someone truly deserving of my love, but I do not agree with OP taking the cat. That was low, man. So guys, I do want to hear your opinion on this one. Do you think OP should have taken the cat with him or not? Drop your thoughts downstairs in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, my name's Mr. Reddito. I narrate stories every single day. You never know what kind of story we're going to talk about. Stop by tomorrow, see what's up. I'll catch you guys then. And just remember, it's cool to be kind.